Welcome back to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska, your host. The Port St. Lucie Civic Center has become a destination on the Treasure Coast, and we have Laura O'Brien here today from the Civic Center to tell us about some exciting changes and exciting new things happening at the Civic Center. Thank you, Laura. I really appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you for having me here with you today.
No problem. So first off, a very exciting new thing that's happening at the Civic Center is your new online ticketing service. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it's been a long time coming, but but we are finally in the 21st century.
There we go, 2017, yay. And we got online tickets. So
yes, we do.
So anyone who wants to, for most events, right? Or is it all events? Or
Eventually, it will be for every event that comes that has ticketing at the Civic Center, or for admission at the door, will be required to use the ticketing services that we have. But the good news is it involves so much. For a promoter coming in, they will. It's a package that includes the labor to sell the tickets in advance of the event and at the door, and also usher service for them as well.
Great.
So that's incorporated into the pricing. Very reasonable pricing, from what I understand, from industry standards. Yes, and doing our homework.
Yeah.
It will also include some promotional abilities for the client.
Great.
They can have a JPEG shot of sponsor advertising that will be on the printed at home ticket.
Okay, so when the resident buys it, prints it out on their printer, it has their...
Exactly.
Okay, great.
Yes. So they can actually recoup all the ticketing costs by selling sponsorships that will that they can advertise that sponsor on the ticket.
Perfect.
So that's good for the definitely good for the sponsor or for the promoters, but it will also be wonderful for all the citizens of Port St. Lucie that want the convenience of getting their tickets and being ready and just showing up at the door, rather than having to wait at a line
or
when they come in, or call and have to figure out which hours we're open. And we have changed our hours. We are selling from our box office windows, which is on the administrative side of the lobby. And that is open from Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Okay, so if people still want to do it the old-fashioned way and come into the box office, buy them, so 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday.
We still have that personalized service, of course.
And I think most residents these days just expect to be able to buy their tickets online, so it's great that now they can do that here too. So.
There are some that still feel more comfortable, with the personal service. I think a lot of our ticket purchasers really do appreciate the city having a handle on this, rather than some promoter that they may or may not be aware of. So having the city have the ability to control the funds, I think makes them feel more comfortable.
Gives them peace of mind, I would think, just knowing that that's being done by the city who runs the Civic Center. So perfect. And to find tickets online, they can go to the www.psl.com/civic.
That's correct. Exactly.
And then from there you can find the link to each event.
Well, there is a button right on the front page of the Civic Center website, and it says buy tickets. And then you can go in and you can select, you can select one and then put it in your cart, and you can go buy some for another event. And then make one purchase with all the regular criteria. Just know you will get your information. They'll ask you for your name, your address, and your credit card information, and all but the credit card number will be stored. Each time you will have to put in your credit card number, because that's a security for you, and that is not to be deemed as
no, I think most people feel good about that. That information's not stored somewhere that they don't know. So that's good. That's good. But otherwise, it's convenient. Just not to have to type in all your name and address and everything over and over and over.
Exactly.
That makes it really easy. And I just thought of something. So when so maybe I wanted to go to the Ambassadors of Swing.
Yes.
I go to buy my tickets, but I also find out that the next day you're having the Port St. Lucie Community Band. So I may not have known that had I not gone on to buy tickets, right? Because I could go in and look.
Yes,
so that's a great thing.
Yes, and it has descriptions for each event. There's more detailed descriptions when you go to the actual calendar page on the Civic Center website. That's just below the buy buttons, buy tickets button.
Yeah, okay.
But yes,
you can just scroll around and see what else is happening.
The calendar listing will take you directly to the site to purchase that one individual ticket. But if you want to see everything that's going on, the buy tickets from the main page will give you everything you need.
Right. And another place, I know we put up a lot of the Civic Center events as events on Facebook, on the city's Facebook. So just another way people can buy tickets, because I know you can buy tickets straight from the Facebook event too. So if you happen to be on our social media and you see it there, that's another way you can easily just click.
Yes, and hopefully that social media will get to you so you know what's going on at the Civic Center.
Exactly. So make sure you like our Facebook page. That's another way, and keep track of our website. That's the best way, I think, to find out about what's happening.
Certainly.
And so we've got February, it's Valentine's Day, and there's lots of romantic things happening over there at the Civic Center. I know the Ambassadors of Swing actually have a performance on Valentine's Day. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it's the Sweethearts Ball, which is everything you probably think about. But the Ambassadors of Swing have all the favorite love songs and so forth. Bring your sweetheart out, and you can dance the night away, or you can just sit back in your chair and tap your foot.
And listen to it. They're great. And we've had Pat, their does he play saxophone? He's their band leader. He's been on the show, and it just sounds like such a fun night. Just get out and swing dance, and any kind of dance, and just dancing if you like to dance, like you said, or just listen to the music. It's a fun night out, and it's a great Valentine's Day event this year if you're looking for something to do on Valentine's Day.
Very inexpensive way of entertaining yourself on Valentine's Day. It's $8 in advance, 10 at the door. All handled by e-ticketing.
I was going to say, you can buy your tickets online.
You can buy them in advance if you'd like. So, and we also have a cash bar there. So you can wet your whistle.
There you go.
While you're at the event.
There you go. Fun times. And then the next day, we have another one of your regular in-season performers is the Port St. Lucie Community Band, which is a really talented group, I think, that deserves some attention because they're really great. What are they doing?
Well, an average of 80 people will be on the stage in an amazing concert band format, and providing you with love, romance, and more, according to their title. And that will be $7 in advance, $8 at the door, and it's a good hour and a half, 2 hours of all your favorite songs from the past. It's a great family event. I don't think enough families take advantage of that. But there's some amazing talent on that stage. I mean, years and years of experience. People who are snowbirds or people who are in the industry now, or even students, come together. And they have some amazing histories individually and produce a wonderful sound.
They do.
It's led by Dr. Southall, who's from IRSC, and he handles this group with finesse and brings a sound to the community that we should all be proud of.
We've had them on our show too. We had one of their more experienced members who has been playing with them forever, and we also had on a student from IRSC who I think she played the trumpet. I forget what instrument she played, but it was fun to see that you've got the younger musicians with the more experienced musicians all working together. What a great
Well, it's important to keep the arts alive in our community. And again, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to bring the entire family out and expose the young ones as well as the older ones to some real talent.
Yeah, and different sorts of music that they might not hear on the radio, but it's good to expose them. So.
Absolutely.
All right, and e-tickets too for that one.
E-tickets too for that one, yes.
Perfect.
Not only this event, but their next event will be on sale. Same with Dancing with the Big Band. They have this one in March and one in April, all available online right now. We will very shortly, in fact today I think, we will be putting one of our first rental events on the e-tickets website, and that will be the Portuguese Kids. Just had a rental come up the end of last week that is doing a comedy show. Their kids apparently some repertoire out of Massachusetts that's coming down and performing. Will be the first performance in Florida.
Oh, great.
But they will be touring other locations in Florida.
And they're called the Portuguese?
The Portuguese Kids. It's a comedy about growing up Portuguese American.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, it's fun.
Yes. So very diverse cultural opportunities at the Civic Center, which is what we love.
We do. Yeah, exactly. Expose your, like you said, who knows? You know, I don't know anything about Portuguese.
Right.
But, go have fun, learn a little bit. It's great. Fun night out.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Laura, I really thank you for coming on. Is there anything else that you want to talk about while we got you here?
Well, we just want everyone to take a look at the Civic Center website and be aware of all that happens there. Now, remember that not everything is on that website because some are private events.
True.
But we're busier and busier every year. So we're very excited about the growth.
A great venue for all sorts of things. You know, if you have something that you're thinking you're looking for a venue and you just don't know, call, right?
Absolutely.
You can work with them and show them what you got.
Rentals are how we stay alive there. If you have a quinceañera or a wedding to plan, as well as a trade show, business conference. You know, all of us go to different business conferences. Suggest the Civic Center.
There you go. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, so Laura. I really appreciate it. And great information for our residents today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. And we'll be right back after these messages.